see, I was invited to other people's games yesterday, and I went in and checked them out. One was on his own PS4, so it's not up right now. So I ended up being in a space pod. And another one is a server online, but they've got mods and pretty good machinery. I mean, one guy took over a pirate base and invited me to join his faction. It's a friend of mine. He plays multiple games with me. But it's like you don't know how the place works all of a sudden, so you got to figure it out. One problem we have is the miners aren't getting unloaded when they connect, so that's a problem with that. But here I am in my world, and I'm getting kind of let down by people. Quite frankly, they all say they have a good Atmo miner for the beginning, and what they come up with usually is what I call mosquito miners. You can stick the nose in, but the whole ship won't go in, and since that whole ship can't go in, you can go about this far back in the hole. The problem with most of these designs I've seen is, quite frankly, they can't handle any weight. I mean, this looks like it could. It's got a couple big thrusters. Hang on a minute, my coffee's ready. Let me get somewhere safe real quick. Oh, it's on the other side. All right. So, back to what I was saying. Let me test this and we'll find out. First of all, let's check the battery. Make sure I've got enough battery. These are all atmospheric thrusters, so they do run off the battery, which is always above the control seat. There. And let's see. 9 minutes until fully charged, so it's got a pretty good charge to it. So we're going to... The batteries aren't in the controls, are they? What's this? Don't know. Alright, so back to the control panel. There are 2 landing gear. Let me find them. Landing gear 2 and 3, or 3 and 4. There was a landing gear on it. It was positioned wrong, and I couldn't lock on my connector. So, and this is still pretty tight, but still, let's see if we can take off. So we got landing gear. Oh no, haven't highlighted it. There we go. Used for parking? No. Landing gear 4 used for parking. Does have an auto lock on both of them. Let's see if we can highlight them both and get to that. Yes, we can. Good. We're going to name this landing gear. Okay. That's there, that's saved. It's now a group up top. Let's unlock them. Let's see if we can take off. Oh yeah, batteries got to be changed to auto. I put it on recharge. Auto should take it back and forth automatically, but it does keep expending energy, so that's why people put it on recharge. It's not very good at knowing when it needs to recharge. And fully recharged in 8 minutes, but we're going to take off. Let's see what we got. Got nothing. Yeah, we're still locked on. Fucking released. Now we can take off. And if you see right now at this level of usage, we're going to last 50 minutes. So one battery is not enough. Now all we want to do is get just a little bit of stone and see what kind of weight this thing can handle. I actually want to do it from a cliff face where I'm not pointing straight down because it gets weird, I believe. That's level. Let's see what starts to happen with this. Not the landing gear, sorry. Now we start to wobble. Let's see where we're at with our... What's happening? It started to do something. We're at capacity on the drill and on the medium container and on the connector. Okay, so that's what it can handle and it's at capacity, but it does look like I was wrong about something. It can handle a full weight. So what made me flip upside down when I first tested this, I don't know, but where's the hole? Let's go inside and look back. I just made a hole. Whoa, 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 no, 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 no. Look up, look up. See, that's the problem. If you lean forward, you drift. Oh, that was not good. I leaned forward and shouldn't have. We'll come back and look at that after I land. Controls feel a little sluggish now, so that weight is having an impact. Only on the sides. When I go forward, it's not too bad. It drops down fast as anything. You do want dampers on when it comes to this. Look at that, I've got 20 minutes left of flight time if I'm just hovering, because that's when it comes down. If I push forward, I've got 14 minutes. I'd say this is good for scouting and marking, but not for serious mining. Alright, let's get a little closer, get underneath it. There we go. No, no, no. No. There we go. Looking good. the side a little bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. Didn't want to do that. If something gets too close behind you, you immediately go back into the cockpit view. I don't like it. Got it. So, it's very close. Make sure we're getting emptied. Drill's already emptied. Everything's already emptied. Well, you don't get to see it happen, huh? So that's that. Fills up too fast. Gets a little sluggish when it's full. I mean, I didn't really do much drilling at all with it, but that's okay. It's still more than I can carry, so I guess this Mosquito one's not too bad. Probably better for Scout. And we'll be looking at that too, but let's hold this over here. Let's go down to groups. I've only got grouped my thrusters and landing gear. So we'll hit that. And we're going to toggle lock and unlock. Switch lock. Uh-oh. Unlocked. Oh, can't lock here. Okay. But anyways, I've got the controls ready. Now, we can switch the batteries to recharge. And is that a light? I don't know what that bottom one is. Anyways, could be the connector. Could be the thrusters. Yes, it's the thrusters. All right, so there. So with that load, this should be operating, or it's already done. Yep, it's all done. Sometimes when you're making parts to build things, it makes too many. So when I'm building something, I always check to see if I got parts first. And check out this assembler. It's on production. Something I can't produce right now until I get sober. Oh no, I accidentally put that in there? No. There we go. All cleaned out. Except for the connector. Way too many of these. When I was building this flyer, I had to grind down a different one that didn't work at all, which is why I have all these extra parts. So if I need anything with the grid, I no longer actually need to get the cobalt because I've got a big grid. And look at all those wheels, motors, sorry, all those motors. Still maxing out. When I was doing this, I was losing track of what it was building because I just needed parts, and I didn't realize I had so many parts. I may have built this and then got rid of the other one. That would explain all the parts, but there's 800 motors. We even got the makings of an antenna. So a couple rules to know about this game. If you don't build it all at once, or start to build off of that grid, it's not the same grid. I could not get a solar panel to charge another flyer. I don't know why. It was laying over here on its side, and I couldn't get it to charge it. And everything was ready for that, so. I've had one upgraded tools. I've got to find silver, big time, in order to get another one. And this is supposed to be a huge miner. So yeah. I don't have anything, I don't let anything despawn here, so let's look for that hole that I just made. It wasn't over there, that's too close to the base. I couldn't see it right after I made it. I don't know why. And I can't see it now. It wasn't very high. A little greater detail. I've got more bottles for my hydrogen, so don't worry about that. I'm sure there's some drift, but it wasn't that much drift. I was right here over the ice. Should have been right in here. So have you ever done it before? Make a hole, can't find it no more? It's weird that this happens. It's very weird. See, I saw what could have been it, but it wasn't. So yeah. Where's the hole I made? That's the whole side caved in. I don't know where it went. I didn't want it to fall very far if it started to fall, so. Here. There it is. Yep. That's a distinct hole from mining. It's got its own signature. By the way, if you didn't know, L1 and right stick will change your orientation. Okay. How fast is this charging? So that was short flight, and control panel. 8 more minutes till fully recharged. So it gained the charge back quick, but like I said, it's only one small battery. Can't go very far. The next use I get out of it, however, I'm going to look for silver. So I'm just going to fly around and let the ore detector detect the ore for me, and that is located right on the side here. I need silver for a few things, but where'd that ore detector go? I know I've got one. Thrusters, thrusters. Ah, there it is. There's thrusters. So, ore detector, gyroscope. There's only one gyroscope, but I'm wondering if that's the cause of the wobble. And where's the antenna? It was close by. I saw it when I was building it. know I've got one. Where'd the antenna go? Just like the ore detector, it's tucked in somewhere and it's hard for me to spot. Huh. Alright guys, it took me a minute to spot the ore detector too. Well, let's prove that we got one. Since I can't visually see it. Come over here, control panel, and we look for antenna. There it is. Nope, that's not connected to my ship. I didn't ask for scripts. I don't know what this script is running. Thank you. Why aren't you going up for search? So I can't search this grid, really? There we go. And antenna. Huh. I guess the ship has no antenna. Whether I broke it or it just didn't come with one out. Look at info, see if the block count has changed. See a block count? No. Go figure. So other than needing to get that, the other thing I need to do is I need to mine some serious ore. Or some serious, dirt. But I want to do it in an arc. So, how do you get it to arc? Well, you take a rotor up and down or a hinge and let the arm swing up and down while it's drilling. The other thing is you can use it on a rotor, but that can take it all the way around. So there's no need for that. Hinges are fine. The question is, do I want to double hinge it? Do I want it to go up and down and then side to side and make a bigger hole? And that might be a key right there. That might be something I want to do. So you got to come off of a conveyor. So I need a conveyor block. This is all things I discovered messing around with different blocks. And no, I didn't go into a creative world to do it. I did it in a survival world so that I knew I could do it. That small conveyor junction. Add that to the build, but just in case, let's make sure it's what I want. Yep, that's it. And use that here. Now, what do I need to build it? Interior plates. Interior plates. That's all I need to take right now. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to build it right there. I actually didn't need to put that in my planner, did I? Let's take it out. Okay. So the next thing I want to build is a hinge. The advanced systems. That's a rotor. It's a hinge. Okay, and since it can all be large block, you need steel plate to build that. I love it when on the placement mode so you can see which way it can swing. But we're going to put it on this side so it can go up and down. Now I need steel plate. Luckily, I can still highlight that and put it there. All right. So there's that. Oh, no. What did I just do? Hinge part. Okay, hinge. No. Oh, I actually put that there? No. Okay. Get out of that. Let's grind that off. That was my hinge, by the way. I don't know why it changed on my thing. Maybe it was just me. These are recent. I just made it. There we go. Hinge. Alright. Let's put that there again. Sorry guys, I thought I did something else. And now what's the next part? I guess we could weld them up. Use all the parts that we can. Again, we just look at this. Now I put it in my plan. Hang on a minute. Let's build this up as far as I can. Now I'm going to put this in my planner by L2, and it should add components that I need, not the components I already used. So that way I can hit this. Cannot withdraw one motor. And that's because my inventory, okay. Weld it up. I'll do that until it gets two motors. Hit that. Do it again. And that's successful. Okay. Make sure there's nothing left in my builder. That's how I make extra parts too. I'll put a bunch of them in my builder and then it doesn't know I've built things. Okay, let's come over here. Let's finish building this. Now it's got a hinge head on it, which is good. Oh, look at me. Let me open up my chat. Start a party, open party, start party, invite players, Igor Knight, invite. Alrighty, so that's a rotor. Now you pretty much need pistons. Pistons can go from, I think it's 5 meters out to 10. It seems to be 5 meters long, but it only goes out to 10 meters from 0 to 10. So they're 15 meters at full extension, which is a pretty good reach. You also have to take into account there's going to be a drill on the tip of it. So we'll see how one of them does. Piston. Advanced. Piston. And we're right there. Oh, I do have some in my planner. That shouldn't still be in my planner. I finished it, didn't I? Yeah, it's 100%. See what I mean? It doesn't always know you're done with it. Okay. Advanced. There it is. Piston. See, I didn't lock the hinge. That's okay. Let's get out of that. Let's come over to here. Build that up. Then what? add it to the planner, so it only grabs what I need for that. And we can finish. Notice the two main components that you're constantly using on this is interior plate and steel plate, and I have both of those that stay in my inventory so I can place these when I want to. It's very important. I wonder when I took a hit, just now? You gotta finish the head or the conveyor system won't work. Oh yeah, gotta put a head on there first, don't we? Let's see here. Let's hit this control panel. Piston. It's got a piston head on it, alright. Let's go over... No, forget that. We'll set all that up later. Where's my... Not rotor. Where is it? Hinge is incomplete. Where is it incomplete? Did I just do something wrong? Take that up to insane high. Take braking torque to insane high. Velocity should be 1. I don't like it going too terribly fast, especially when there's a drill bit on it. Lower limit should not be 90 degrees. It should be less than that. Let's see what 70 looks like. Or 80. Negative 80, that is. Yes, it is tedious, but since I don't have a keyboard, I can't just punch a number in. It is nice that it has 3 digits behind the decimal point. Okay. That's as close to 80 as I'm going to get. Upper limit? Let's see. 90 degrees out. So you can only do 90 to negative 90. It's a 180 degree arc. We'll leave it at 90. Just because. Okay. There it is. It's that part of the hinges is done. That's why it stayed in my planner. Huh. Trial and error. That's what an engineer does. Trial and error. Now it's complete. So now let's control the hinge. wonder why it says 2. I didn't have 2. Let's go. Hinge for piston. Capital. Piston. Drill or minor? Minor. Okay, done with that. Now, I guess the medical room's incomplete. That's why I need silver. Hinge, piston, minor. Wow, even at 1, it's pretty fast. Let's see if that goes straight up. Which is fine for me because that wall's going to get taller and taller, so. Almost straight up. And let's reverse it and see it go down. Nope. That was the wrong one. And let's try that one. Let's see what 80 degrees looks like. Whoa, is it going to touch the ground? No, it shouldn't. It's going to hit that block though. Surely is. Uh-oh. I can't touch it. There we go. It detached. Oops. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now, can I get that to reattach? Probably not. That's the part that sucks when that happens. Is it's grind down and build it back. Nope, can't attach. All right. Take all the parts back. Listen to it tell me inventory full. Yeah. Okay, anywhere I can access the control panel, I can do this. Where'd the hinge wire go? There's hinge miner. Hinge piston miner. Add hinge head. Ooh. There we go. So now the whole hinge is complete. All right. Now. Yeah, I ain't too bright sometimes. Piston miner, where'd you go? There it is, hinge piston miner, okay. Now did that reset my angles? Where's my controls? Here's reverse. Again. Well, that looks like 90 degrees. Is that upside down? That is upside down. Now, how did I end up doing that? Oh well. So, my upper limit is not my lower limit. Gotcha. Okay. What I thought was weird wasn't. It's just the way it is. Let's go with piston. That's still going to hit it, isn't it? Yep. That's why we set these before. So we can go through not breaking things, huh? H-I-N-G. There we go. Let's go to 60. Straight out of zero, so. So let's see what that did. Still not good. Let's go to 55. There it is. Well, that's not very far above those. Okay. $50 it is. That is interesting as I'll get out. Okay. So it's going to be 50 degrees. What are the pieces that fell here? Yeah. What? If I ground them all down and I just picked everything up, why don't I have what I need? Nothing went under here? Construction comp, all right. So I guess some things don't come back when you grind. It's good to know that you could lose a few items. Now I need to reverse it. There's a reason for it. That right there's the reason. What didn't I have? Oh, it's just too heavy, okay. Alright, so now we need the drill head. That's under weapons. Yes, dear. Okay. And we'll be right there with it. That's why I needed it pointed up. I have none of the components here. We have to do one component minimum. cannot withdraw 1 computer and 41 steel plates. Okay. This guy's my inventory limitations. Let's just empty a little bit of that out. Okay. I'm not maxed out, so I need a computer and steel plates. And no, I haven't connected these. I know I should have by now, but I didn't.
Energy low.
Okay, baby. All right, 40. Oh, that was too many. Yep. I made too many, but steel plates are always coming in handy, so hey. Good. Let's go get a little bit more energy. Now that's going to put stuff in a large container. So now I've got to connect these. And connecting these is simply this. I come in here and get a conveyor tube. I mean, if I put blocks in between here sooner or later, fine, but right now, a tube will work. Gas logistics. That's a junction. That's a tube. One over. One over. One. Yeah, it's too much. All right, so curve. That's what we need. Put that there. There. Oh. Wow, they don't even line up that way, do they? Right there. Well, it's not often you can solve your problem with just curves. That there. All right. So, if I hit this, that one, and that one, and I come over here, and I say, give me what I need for all that. And it's going to tell me 12 construction computers, 13 interior piston, or interior plates, and 102 other components. Really. We're just going to see, was that, that was not because of my inventory, so let's see what happens. Are you telling me it gave me nothing? Wow, that's a lot of components. Notice how it instantly says one. I've got 3 modules: speed, efficiency, and power. And assembler has speed and efficiency. Now it's very important to remember where all that came from for now. And what this is going to do is not just allow those pieces to put parts in. It's going to allow them to pull the stone and ores and everything that may or may not be run into while I'm doing this little mine, okay? Okay, so that drill's going to first make space, and then we'll put a hinge on the tip of this and go the other way with it. So that's how that's going to work. So let's start making space. Oh, look at that. Did I not search for stuff here? Okay. See, now I can't even access this except from on top and on the other side. Oh, I'm holding on to a bunch of stone? And the stone is, see? Alright, so we know that that's working fine. I'm not sure if that's even connected. Connector's empty. Control seat's empty. Drill's empty. There's medium cargo container. Should be white. Connector. Assembler. Basic assembler. Basic primary. Connector. Next side. Control seat. There's my drill. Large cargo container. There's my medium cargo container. Better not be full. Okay, and that's empty. Alright. Oh, I was worried. Okay. So, we need a control seat for this, don't we? Let's put it right here. Grinder, piston, engine, linear. Ship essentials. That's cockpit. Control seat.
Hello, sir.
Interior plate. Hello, how's it going?
So, after I ground down my cockpit to the point where he could weld it back up, and ownership of the cockpit was his from my big ship, and he moved it to where I had parked before he fucked around with it yesterday.
Oh, really?
The fact that I said the ship is mine and I locked it because it's mine, but then he ground the cockpit down to move it. I moved it to Concordia.
Okay. You may want to kick him because he's like just basically being a pirate.
I can always just make it so that inside the safe zone, because I'm an admin, I can change the settings in the safe zone where he can't do anything except for accept contracts, buy, open cargo containers.
Yeah, you can do that. But that's just kind of irritating that after you made it, after you made it very clear you didn't want him
To mess with my ship.
Right,
He
man.
messed with my ship.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of stupid.
He's like, well, how am I supposed to show you that you can trust me if you don't let me in your faction? Alright, show me that I can trust you. Oh, Johnny needs rescue. I'll fly the big ship.
Yeah.
There was one of the guns outside. Said it was incomplete. I was like, so it did damage my ship. But it's weird because it showed all the components were in there. I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
I don't know. But
I can't believe that he did that. Oh, I figured out why I couldn't move the ship that you actually told me to use, the blue one. And I changed it. I had the battery blocks turned off. That's why all the connectors were red, because they were not only just not getting any power, it was impossible. But I did go in to your big ship and take a couple uranium, because it had absolutely no uranium in it. I think someone took all the uranium out of it, because remember, I flew it one day and then nothing. Ever since then it's been out of fuel and I couldn't figure out what was going on. Of course you do.
These idiots never installed the carpet. Whoever fucking installed the metal that goes from carpet to hard floor, there's a couple of them that they didn't put down far enough, so it keeps snagging my saw. Yeah, he can hear me.
What's she saying?
She's laughing because she can't leave my ass crack alone.
She loves you, that's what it is.
Oh, Michael's so fat when he bends over.
Hey, tell her mine shows that I'm not fat. How's that?
She didn't say anything about me being fat. I did.
Oh, well. Then how's that, Michael?
Really?
I'm not fat, mine shows.
Really what? Okay.
You broke your headset.
I did! Somebody had the chair leaned up like this. And it was on top of the chair. And the whole chair fucking was... No.
Look, my assembler is so fast it glitches out, man.
I'm loading back in because I moved the ship, ran out of oxygen before I could find the medbay.
Oh, speaking of that big ship, I had to search it at 0 oxygen forever before I found the med bay. I kept finding bathrooms which doesn't give you oxygen. And I was like, come on, I'm going to die. But I didn't die. I avoided death. And the thing is I came back last night after dinner. You'd actually gotten done and gotten off. And I was like, man. So I parked all the vehicles that I saw just hovering and started shutting off their thrusters and putting them on recharge and stuff for you. So if any of that was something you thought he did, that was me.
Oh, no, you would.
Well, I know, I'm just helpful, but still. Alrighty, it's time for me to go make breakfast for them. How much time I got?
69 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes. So I'm actually going to AFK. I'm in my world.
Good.
But are you on the server then?
Yeah, I just loaded back in.
Alright.
But I was trying to, like, there's a whole list. I was like, is nobody, like, setting their shit to their faction only? So I'm trying to go through it, and I was like, let's just say streaming, but it stopped doing the gear twisting. I was like, did my shit just freeze? And I couldn't change what I was looking at. I was like, yep.
Wow. But anyways, let me go take care of this breakfast thing, and I'll actually join the server as soon as I'm done. Okay?
All right.
I don't want to put in my this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my drink. My drink. Oh, Milo. Move, Milo. Move, pussy.
What are you trying to say? Hmm? What are you stuck? Are you stuck, Rebecca? Dang.
Actually, I don't know.
My knee hurts.
What?
My knee hurts.
Want a drink? Can I drink it?
Yep. You already took it.
No, I didn't.
You called it your drink. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking people, when you're turning the thrusters off. You a Bruce, dude? Shut the fuck up. You burn brain cells. What's your point? Oh yeah.
So we'll see how we schedule or next week. That mean transition.
Yep. Let me go up to the ship where I can get oxygen and such in me. Coming. Yeah, right.
Well, no. Hey.
It's Sunday.
Huh?
So that's why it's Sunday.
Okay. We can sit down somewhere. Sit down.
Sit in a chair.
Come on. Sit on you.
I move.
What is this thing?
Oh, she dropped that. Yeah, you do. Shut up.
Yeah, Michael. Oh, a ball. That's what I wanted.
Oh, shut up. That's what you sent the stuff with. Short face.
Not plugged in.
You on?
No.
Intensity of it, medium, low, medium, high.
Wow.
It's not air. Flush and release.
Look, Michael.
No.
Wow.
Those are part of your presents. You get a stud finder to find the stud in the ceiling. Got chains. Got paint. Got little cookie thingies to put the chains together with. You might have to divide the chains.
What's the paint for?
Huh?
What's the paint for?
To paint that black.
Yeah.
See, the chain is, I think, 10 feet, but if you take it and cut it in half, and you'll bring it up like this from the ends, and there's ceiling hooks. Here. That's a wrapped present.
Here, put it down.
Here. You might want to paint those, I don't know. Probably mess them up. She'll just see what it looks
He
like.
has extra.
Nice to be able to put them back together after you put them around the frame.
Ooh.
Ew!
Look at him, Michael.
Gonna be learning how to cook, so. Where's your house pig?
At his mom's, her birthday. They Saturday, Sunday.
That's neat.
Good milk.
Yep. I looked it up on Amazon. It's 140, 130.
Oh, yeah.
What's wrong, Michael?
And the remote,
Beautiful.
but looking at the remote, I'm like, I think this goes to it because intensity is the heat.
Irma, stop. You're gonna make me put some water.
There's like manual setting, custom setting. I'm like, what the fuck? How? What? I don't think this goes to it. Yeah, or something? Open yours. And me and Rebecca, we even told mom. I was like, I don't need to be weird. I kind of miss my house people.
Miss your house people.
Yeah,
It's nice having people with us. Like, I was thinking the same thing. I was
it's not just you being weird.
Take the meeting down.
Michael, look at this. Ta-da! That's neat. Where'd you find that at?
Sticky and holds it on.
oh, where's the kitty? Where's the kitty? Only a month and a half.
Oh, yeah, only a month and a
Take
half.
the ends, take the sides off. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael, be nice to it.
This is for hanging.
Reach down in there and click on the lights.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. The one that's on the cork, quit working.
Hey, look. Michael,
I'm flipping the
I
switch.
got an apron.
Oh, no.
There's two switches. Either side.
Thanks, Nanny.
Which one? Just put the batteries in it.
I'm flipping that one first. Sounds like nothing's happening. Left on?
No, I just put it in there. Sorry, but I did. God damn it. One battery isn't in right.
Why did you throw it at me?
Because I said that's for your stupid.
I heard what you said.
Well, I don't want your garbage. I'm not going to leave it over here for you.
There, now it's on. This back around. I need the battery, so I put that now. Triggered for out on your patio.
That's wine bottle.
Yeah. It's the one from stickers on it because Mookie how it makes the thing.
Where's the key?
I don't know what transporting it did. Have to fight with that. A little bit of dust.
I had to do that with the paper towel holder at work. It wouldn't come out the one day. Tony's like, oh, it's broken. And I'm like, move, Tony. And it went bang, bang. And it came out. Tony's laughing at me.
That'll look kind of neat shining at night. Leave that to the bottom because it was moving around. I got a heat and massage thing at a yard sale for $1.
Like, oh my god, all this free stuff
Never out of a box.
at a yard sale down the road. There's a whole.
So did I. I got a box of books and stuff for Maddie. And
I looked at the books last night and they're all soaking wet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they dried out.
I don't know. I didn't even like when Michael and I looked at them. I'm like, because you can feel that they're damp and wet, and I'm like, I'm not looking.
Lids over top of it.
Oh, when we went last night, there was nothing. Everything was open. They were all cardboard boxes.
Yeah. Cardboard boxes, but they put toast. That one stays out. The
Hey, like 5 gnats in my cup. Gnats.
ew. Turkey. I think that's your cookbook at that. Out on the grill. Was it good? I don't know.
Cute.
Oh, even if it doesn't like
are you doing?
So I called when the world told me. Told the window world, hey, you got pepper jackets. And a whole can of carpenter bees spray. And I put 7 dust on there. And just yesterday, 7 dust. Because I was over there checking it out. I said, yeah, they're gone. About to walk away. Where I seen one, like, at the entrance on went in. I went and got the 7 dust on there.
Is there a hole?
Yeah. Then
Go get some foam spray.
Then I got dish soap to pour it in a round hole. Not that I know exactly where the hole is, because I did it at night.
Is it in the ground or in the wall?
Then I put in that soap and dust. I saw one hole, and there was like all hot. I squirted 7 dust. And I know 2 of them. They came up to me. I'm like, oh. Nothing stung me, but I'm like, oh. And then they went. I was like, actually, I got put stuff in the house. Of course, came back down there and was like, oh, one dropped, the other one's left.
Yeah.
So I called Window World and I was like, hey, I think you're good to come back.
So you need to plug the hole. Other bees will find it.
Oh, I didn't think that. Did you half an hour?
I like your wrapping paper. Heavy duty wrapping paper.
It's buffalo plaid.
Nice. Every once in a while, Hobby Lobby has.
Pretty good.
It is heavy duty wrapping paper.
What did you duck? Duck?
Probably she wrapped it.
What was I?
You pay that much at Walmart for that chicken. That stuff. This stuff is thick.
Water? Want to take a bath? What was I? What?
Got a new purse. It's bigger.
Is that a Goodwill?
No. $5. Goodwill would have wanted more because it is a Vera Bradley. No. Oh my.
Got one of those light switches you Velcro to the wall. Because it's like plaster type wall. Doesn't stay on there very well. But
Okay, I'm back.
Maddie's car seat over there on your porch. Next week, if we're going to Deborah, so I don't want that car seat in the car. Not like it really gets used anymore anyway.
Oh, Michael. Hello.
When the Switch to like $100, brand new.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know, try it, see. Lady's like, if it doesn't work, you can take it back. I didn't know you could fix it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know how to take it back. So,
Oh, I got a message.
what did you do this afternoon?
Everything was well. And we had a stamp appetizer.
Okay.
They changed the menu. I can't really get anything. Everything's all just burgers, steak, joint steak.
Okay, so everybody, I'm joining a server with a good friend of mine.
Fabric, really. So I don't like.
I play Minecraft with him, so
They
I'm
want
sorry I forgot it was streaming through my entire meal.
right home today. Yeah. So get your announcements over.
Message of the day, continue.
I could even get out, hold the fucking lamp so I didn't fall into my head. It was just like really dumb. Our appetizer came out, and then literally a minute later, our food came out.
Taking
Like,
forever to load.
it's like we didn't eat anything now. Like, it's like they just put our appetizer in.
There we go. Now I can get rid of it. It's still loading because I have no controls. There we go. Well, it's not in the cryopod. Let's see what we got here. This was a pirate's space station, and if I am understanding correctly, it got took over by my good buddy.
You had it both ways. I just want to just slip my foot in
Oh, your mother does some stuff.
And here we're outside. Not done building it. I don't know what this is going to be. Let's come across here to this side, and this is where the ships that he has are, and it looks like a gravity generator possibly. Let's see. Yep, gravity generator. This is his ship, and this is one that he told me I could use. MDR miner.
And they had
It didn't have any uranium in it. Now it does. It's got a little bit. I need to put the other. Well, I don't know where the other two reactors are, to be honest with you. But I do know where there's some I can mine. I just don't know if it has to be refined. Alrighty. Okay. That's the drills. Alright. I think that's lights. What do I not have turned on? Nope, thrusters aren't on. Thrusters. Toggle them on.
Why, you want your AC? Why, do you want your
Battery.
AC?
It's on auto. And there we go. Connector. That's triangle.
Yeah.
Used for parking, okay. And I've left the base. I do have dampers on for right now.
Doesn't he have a car?
And locate my signal.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how quickly I traveled up. So the signal I'm looking for is not there. It'll be green. So let's look for the green ones. Four player signals, huh?
Right.
Let's see what those say. Four mixed signals. Well, it does not like me to hold that angle so I can read them.
I know Census sends you out to some place on the other side of town.
Bloombaster Explorer.
What?
And this is that ship. And that's that. Okay. Backing up. I marked an asteroid with uranium marking. And now I don't know where it is. What's this? Let's leave the safe zone. Traveling pretty quickly. That would appear to be that again, and that would appear to be the space station. There's no way I marked it with a blue mark. Nope. Alright. Where did those asteroids go? I know it wasn't on the moon. That's the one I want, and it's there. Show on HUD. That's what wasn't marked. There it is. So we're going to go there. Now I'm going inside so I can see where I'm aiming, because you never aim directly at. Oh, look at that. Drills are operated separately. Okay, let's set up my control panel. Someone's been playing with it. Thrusters are automatically operated. Yeah, let's group those drills.
Going through the ship, and I turned off the antenna. I just turned it so that the med bay can only share it with me. Because this is two of them going my fast. And
We got thrusters,
I joined you fast.
battery, drill and connector. That's my 4. Alright, so
I'm not in your fast. Oh, that's fine.
let's go up with the drills.
And this big ship, I said,
Oops.
and obviously, I locked the cargo, the cockpit, so that only I could use it. But before I did that, Johnny needed help. He's like, "Oh, I'll do it." He got on my big ship and was flying away. I was like, "Yeah, you're really earning my trust right now." I even said multiple times to him about, I was like, "Well, you pretty much did just hijack my ship." And he didn't say nothing. He just like stuck with it. So I got it back to our base whenever he had to go AFK. I ground down and re-welded the cockpit, made it mine, so then I locked it so it could only be used by me. Then I get on today and I'm like, the ship's not, he pulled it up to where I had it yesterday, but not where I left it at yesterday. And I was like, it's moved. I went up to the cockpit and seen that it was built by me, but it's owned by him. I was like, so you ground down, re-welded my cockpit so you had access to it, and then moved my ship. After I said it's my ship. So I moved it to my secret base and turned off the antennas. I just made it so that nobody can spawn on the med base. I was like, fucking kids.
Can't you get rid of it?
I could, but I'm trying to give them another chance. I told
Turn
him
off the
yesterday, I was
dampers.
like, you have all these ores, you have all these components, you know, go make your own ship.
You're a fish stew.
Apparently. Right now I'm going through my
And
ship.
we're coasting
seeing
along, going towards uranium.
what all there is. I need to hide. Johnny,
Yes.
you want to say hi to Nanny?
To who?
To Nanny.
Hi,
My
Nanny.
grandma. Nanny.
Hi.
I was about, if you didn't remember Nanny, I was gonna say, you know, the witch cackle.
No, I remember her. There she goes.
He's like, no, I remember her. And because you laugh, he's like, there she goes. I let my grandma try out my foot massager. I looked it up on Amazon. It's $140 or $150, but I only got it for $30.
Gotcha.
I was like, God damn, okay.
Right.
So I got a neck massager, I got a back massager.
I got up this morning and I did the entire lawn. That's mowing, trimming, and cleaning up. And then I came in, took a shower, and got on the game a little bit. And then, of course, I had to have breakfast.
Yeah, the one you
And I
think
forgot-
you got me that. It has heat on it too.
I was streaming, so like the whole time I wasn't on here, it was streaming.
Yeah.
I was like, oops, forgot. Until I read your message, enjoy your live stream. I was like, what? Now, were you saying for me to enjoy it or that you enjoy it?
For you.
Oh, well.
I was pretty much what I was trying to say was like, hey, I'm on the server, but you don't have to leave what you're doing or stop your live streaming to play with me.
Oh. Well, that's sweet of you.
I don't want you to be like in the middle of like, oh, well, I guess I gotta go, guys. Bye.
No, I just keep streaming while I'm on the server. You don't mind, do you?
Ouch. No.
Okay.
As long as no coordinates get shown, I guess.
Not the secrets.
Oh.
Like, I don't point at anything blue except for the space
The
station.
public stuff is okay, like our safe zone.
Right.
Ores is fine.
Now, the big thing is, see, I didn't think you could use a grinder inside the safe zone. He was dropping down blocks and grinding them, telling me he was unlocking his tech tree. And no ship moved the whole time I was on. But, you know, I can't stay on all the time.
Right.
Does it have gouges in the table?
I personally can't believe he did that to you because, you know, he was all full of, well, how are you ever going to trust me? But that's what I mean, people, when I say I don't trust just anybody who says they're a beginner. Because he knew if he ground down the cockpit and rebuilt it, he could take a ship.
Right.
Did you get it back yet?
Oh, yeah, I took care of that.
You put it in a safe place. Thank you very much. I know where it is. I'm just not going to broadcast it.
I mean, what I could have done is made it so while I'm not on, I'm an admin, so I could change the settings for a safe zone. I could have made it so that he was not able to weld, he was not able to grind, not to shoot.
Right.
Well, I could have left my ship there and just made so he couldn't do anything in the bubble.
Right. That would have actually been fun because he'd be like, well, I could do this yesterday. So I bet you right now he does not know.
Oh no. I was tempted to say something like, why did you take over my ship even though I don't want you to? Then I was like, no, I'm not. Let's let him find out on his own. Yeah. Yeah, you gave us it, Manny. It's a fan and a heater.
Time turning the dampers back on specifically. I don't want to waste a lot of energy
so much shit.
having to go for kilometers when I can just coast.
Love you, Nanny.
So he had a lot of knowledge for a supposed beginner about how to use a jump drive.
Right. And he's like, oh, I'll jump to you. And I was like, I'm sure Johnny didn't get that far without a jump drive.
Yeah, there's a lot that was coming out in his play, which is why I stayed on here with him.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot coming out in his gameplay that he didn't intend for me to know, and I know he didn't intend for me to know it. Because he's steady convincing me he's a noob, you know, and I already know more than he does.
I mean, he could have been looking stuff up on videos. Like, oh, there's this game I want to buy in Space Engineers. Let me watch some videos. Oh, wow, that's cool.
Sure, that's possible.
So did that girl get some nice games with the Nintendo?
Yeah, oh yeah. Something missing off the bottom of the ship? Because there's stairs that just lead to nothing.
Yes, there is something missing. And I traced all the conveyor systems. They all say they're hooked up. And all the blocks say that they can use the conveyor system, so I don't understand why it's not emptying things.
So he did fuck up this ship. He was grinding it down.
Oh, he's grinding it down now?
No, some shit's missing. Alright, Nanny. Love you. I don't know, Johnny. It's like on the bottom of the ship, there's stairs, like, that leads nowhere.
They were like the
air.
I saw that yesterday, and I didn't know anything. I didn't know what was going on with that. I thought maybe the station wasn't done yet.
I mean, maybe it's for. Oh, you know what? It's probably for like, oh, you landed on a planet. You want to be able to get to the surface instead of having to use your jetpack.
So did you get any of those waters?
Sure, but can you imagine landing a space station on the planet, or are you talking about the ship?
The ship.
Okay.
The station's not done.
Alright.
Alright. So the first one that I had grabbed turned out to be women's. I was like, this is the shoe area. What the fuck? Mom said she went to the men's department and found men's ones.
Oh, they did have it in the regular shoe department?
Yeah.
On sale?
No.
This has got decent storage capacity too.
Oh, ain't bad.
I still got a lot of stone and ice from my previous
Rebecca's was
exploration.
$8.98 and mine was $8.98.
Those ones over there didn't fit you?
No. And then there's this one.
Did you hear me?
Sorry, what, Johnny?
There's still stuff on here from the last time I mined.
Alright.
That's weird.
It's not full, but that's what I mean by it's not unloading it. Because there's still ice and stone, and I'm like, really? And that's why I was tracing conveyors, because the other one didn't unload either.
Not you, Johnny. Yeah, exactly did it. Bye, I love you.
Does this have a light on it?
How do I get out of here?
Wet now, it's gone.
Ion thrusters, miner, ore
I think it was
detector, reactors.
And there, a mug. Your guy.
Oh, because they don't put it on the couch. That's fucking wet.
I'm sure it's not that wet.
35, 30, 25,
That probably has a smell.
20. I want that uranium. That way I can say I earned my own uranium. Please give me some rods. 10.
Okay, so it looks like there's supposed to be stairs going out, but there is a piece missing. So I don't know if he actually did flip something.
I don't know either.
Either that or maybe I did that whenever I was landing, but...
Careful, there was bugs in my cup.
Come on, quit bobbing around. Give me the uranium. 1 meter.
Offer a variety of different shapes to be used as decoration.
Okay, I should be at the uranium. Am I getting any uranium? Yes, got some uranium. So that's what uranium looks like.
It's black.
It's not. It's got a little sparkle to it.
Call me a liar.
Oh, you're saying lag? I'm talking about
I said, are you
uranium.
calling me a liar? I said
I'd-
black.
Yeah, I know. Yes, I am. How about that shit?
Beat your ass.
Bill can try.
Right. Right.
Okay, that's not actually a rock flying.
Alright, I'm gonna move my chair so you can sit back down. Why? Why? That's a very game on that. What's wrong? Rebecca, what's wrong? Sorry, dude. What? What? Curtains? My guess is like, it got wet, stuck together, and when it gets pulled apart, it like feels the look. That makes a lot of sense. Because the thing needs put up. That, towel rod. Me? You forget I was cutting my hair? Okay, so what's missing down there? Oh, one piece of stairs.
Well, how did I get all the way
Oh
over
my
there?
god.
If I want,
An error has occurred in the following application. Space
oh
issues.
God, I hate
Checking the
that.
error status. I just landed on the. I took an admin. I went in admin mode, pasted the ship. I already have a blueprint of it just to see what was missing, and I'll update it. Fine.
Yeah.
As soon as I landed on the ship, took like 3-4 steps up, and it was
I
like,
know.
oh, error.
I had that problem yesterday. It came up with an error and kicked me out off the server. It let me back on like within 5 minutes, but it was a grueling 5 minutes.
I wonder, in this area, how many people there are.
It
'Cause
said there
that's
was 2
causing,
people
like,
on this server when I got on it, so
no, I mean like online and offline people. Like how many people are built within this area? Could that be causing the lag? I don't necessarily want to like go far away, but it's like, oh,
more uranium. Am I full? Oh,
alright, relaunching me.
I hate how the marker moves as you get closer to it.
Oh, I know.
Bugs me.
tricks you.
1.7. See, now it says 20 some odd in a different direction. But what about the one I was at? Is that marker gone now? Could be. I'm bringing back a bunch of stone and uranium, just saying.
Oh, you were on the roll, that's right.
Yeah, I'm mining that uranium I marked so I can get rid of the marker. Yeah, to me, uranium on here looks like it's got like a yellowish sparkle to it that stone doesn't have. Yep, getting uranium. So I was using what I call a mosquito miner on my world.
Oh, okay.
And here's what it did. When I was up on top of the mountain, it flipped itself. And I thought, well, that's the weight of what was carrying. Someone didn't test their blueprint, right? But then when I'm down by my base, which is by an ice lake, and I tested out on a cliff wall, it didn't do it. Because the way it went seemed like it tilted and then lost altitude. See what I mean? So then I tilted it to see if that was it, and sure enough, it can't hold stable at a tilt. It'll float forward or backwards depending on how you tilt it. Which really bugged me.
Not enough forward or back thrusters.
Uh-oh. I'm having trouble getting out of here. Drills off.
https://discord.gg/9b.
There we go.
F9QU.
I'd gotten in there and almost turned myself around because I hollowed it out so much. And I'm still not full. Connector can hold more. Drill can hold a lot. Still get more in my cargo container? Damn. How much uranium do I actually have then? 18.5K. Is that good?
Like 18.5? 18.5?
18.5K, yes.
Yeah, that's not good. That was a light channel.
Let's make this hole a little bit bigger and go in there and get some more.
So there's sliding hatch doors below. That's supposed to be like an airlock.
Uh-huh. But in some spaces there's only a single door. And you're like, this is supposed to be an airlock with one door? I don't think so.
Right? It's just a normal ass door.
Are you sending me
I wonder
messages?
who opened that bottom hatch then, because this ship has air vents in that. Like the copy version I'm in it, the doors are shut. And nothing's nothing's missing, and there's air. But in the other one, I had to find my own oxygen. So I'm wondering, who was it that left that bottom airlock completely open?
No, like I said, I was on the big ship and was dying for air, didn't know it.
I was like, do you think? Ground down the one weapon and welded it back, at least I think that way he could, because like you said, he was unlocking the tech tree.
That's what he told me he was doing. I told him, so I wouldn't grind anything on this space station down. We did not earn it. So the only thing I do is I'm troubleshooting why isn't it acting the way we expect it to act.
Right.
And he's like, no, I'm just laying blocks down and grind, and then I'll take them away. Because he did that with a landing gear and stuff. And I was like, well, that should be fine. And then I found like frames he was laying down that were actually glitching. He said were glitching their way through the space station to the other side. Because I found them, asked him about them. He's like, that's where they were going. You know, acting like it was a glitch.
Wait. Say again?
He was putting down cargo container frames and said that they kept disappearing on them. Well, I found about 5 on the other side.
I don't know what it is. Like, I can't change that setting, but inside a safe zone, if you lay down a separate static block, it just launches.
Oh, well, we found them on the underside of the space station when I was tracing all the conveyors. Where's the big blue safe zone? Where's my big blue safe zone? It's time to unload. I got a cargo full. That's the planet, the alien planet. Maybe it's behind this asteroid. Yes, because I had to go around the asteroid. There's the moon. It's on the other side of the moon. See, people? We're going to turn the dampers off. Turn back on and come to a standstill. See how much clearance we got? Oh yes, we got beautiful clearance. Not head straight for the moon. And we're not going sideways anymore. So another useful trick is if you want to slow down fast, flip over and have your dampers on. It will use your main engines to slow you down. Just like in The Expanse, the trick that they always used. I am talking to anyone in the stream.
I've been wanting to look into again.
Yeah, because they kept going with it after you thought. I mean, I read the book, and then they came out with the show, and so I was like, "What more is there? There wasn't any more in the book." But yeah, I gotta watch that series, get myself refreshed on it, and see how far they took it. That looks strangely man-made. Well, a lot of those asteroids do, so that's probably not the problem.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of asteroids. I'm like, oh, what is that? And I'm like, oh.
Do I have to worry about the moon's gravity?
With what?
With my miner? Since it's, believe ion thrusters.
No, you're good.
Okay, so I've got about 4,000 liters there, 522,000 liters there, and of course 120 liters of ice, but that's in my O2 generator. Now I list 4 reactors for my ship, but I can only find access to 2 of them to put the uranium in, and I kind of, like I said, I borrowed them from your big stack.
Right.
So I took 20 pieces because, you know, I can take all or 10 at a time as the lowest unit, and I put 10 in each one of my two, what do you call them? My power sources, whatever they are. Reactors. That's what they are. Anyways, I put them in there, and then I'm conserving them by, you know, turning my dampers off and coasting at 100 meters per second. And then I'll turn the dampers back on and realign with the big blue bubble that I know is on the other side of this moon, because if I look around now that I'm away from the asteroid, I don't see it anywhere else. So I'm quite sure there's the planet. Looks like, is that an alien planet or an Earth-like planet? The one close
is
to the moon.
greenish yellow atmosphere. That's
This
alien.
this is a greenish atmosphere. Okay. So first thing I did with this miner is I went to the moon and topped us off on ice, thinking that, you know, it would all get unloaded automatically and go where it's supposed to go, because it usually does, and it didn't. And so we got to trace this down. So when I get back, are you at the space station or are you all flying around?
I'm about to be heading back.
Okay, maybe if we work together, and because I refuse to grind any part of your station down, and there are parts I can't see.
The only thing I think is gonna suck is all those all those batteries. We're not gonna get the battery components back.
Right, but I don't think you
But
need to
that's
grind those
fine.
down. I think just the plates covering them so that we can walk the entire line of conveyors.
I mean, a lot of the conveyor tubes are hidden by batteries.
Yes, but on the other
batteries
side,
in there to fill the gaps in the system.
right? But do those conveyors feed the batteries, or does the grid feed those batteries?
The grid itself.
Okay, so since the grid feeds the batteries, if we go to the other side where we know we can get to where we can see the conveyors without disassembling them, and get rid of the metal or get rid of the plating, because you get all that back and you can turn around and replace it immediately. And that's what I was suggesting. If we couldn't see where the conveyor system was going from that point.
You gonna take a nap before work? You taking a nap before work? Alright. Sorry.
That's okay. And that way we can just see where the conveyor system's running and see if there's one piece missing somewhere. But I'm more interested in what's going from our ships to the main station, because that's where I perceive the problem to be.
Alright, now the ship is 100% right.
And I don't know where your refinery and assemblers are. I know where everything goes, but I don't know where those are.
All underneath.
Do what?
All underneath. It's all in that mess of batteries and whatnot.
Really? You did not.
That's what's fucking missing.
What?
Inside the hangar bay, there's an airlock door that's also missing.
Oh, is that why that ship has no air?
Could be. But it's all good. It's fixed now.
Coming past the moon, coming around the moon. I love the realistic effects of, you know, you just keep going until another force slows you down. It's kind of fun.
Right.
Looking around the moon, nothing yet, nothing yet. We're almost to the other side of it. We can look up, we can look down. No big blue bubble. It still is a safe zone, right?
Yeah. Oh, there's no refinery on this ship. It's just, well, this is a warship. Oh, there'd be a refinery.
I don't think my ship has a refinery either.
No, you're just a mining ship.
That's what I thought.
Goes back to the base. I mean, we could do, but that's bigger. That requires more fuel, thrusters.
Right. And when you expect a miner to go out, fill up, and come back, it's no big deal. Um, I'm looking around while I'm continuing in the same direction, and guess what? I ain't seeing the big blue bubble. And I know it's hanging right above this moon. This moon never left my sight.
Do you need the coordinates again?
No, I'll find it.
I meant to.
Oh, yeah, that's that planet again. That's the sun. That's a little Earth-like planet that's small enough to be a moon right now. Okay, we're going to zoom all the way out till we can't barely see the miner.
I love when this thing moves. Like it's going fast and it goes to slow down. You hear like, and it feels very sci-fi.
I don't even see where you are. That's a beacon on the moon. That's the uranium spot I was just at. I went straight to it. What's that? Nope, that's not anything.
Here's the bridge.
And it's on the moon. Do you have an antenna that I should be able to read?
Give me a moment. I'll turn the antenna up on the fighter that I'm in. Or will be in. I'm just landing my big vessel real quick.
That's RVEG beacon. That's a SCH5. Looking further out into space. There's the asteroids that I can readily see. And moon again. I'm kind of rotating in all directions and not seeing a big bubble, big blue bubble, or an antenna or a beacon for it. Okay, I'm going to turn on my dampers.
Oh shit, there was landing gears on this thing. I knew that. I was looking underneath the ship. I'm like, wait, what's that yellow light? Oh. Ship is docked. Anything damaged?
I have now passed the moon.
Nope, nothing.
After
Okay.
doing my Rocinante flip.
Getting back into the fighter.
I usually see where you are, and I can't see you.
I do have my thing turned on.
Quite sure you do.
Antenna. Fighter. Broadcast radius. I have it set for 50,000 meters.
I should have been able to see the big blue safe zone.
Where's my... Over this way. Alright, I'm flying over to the safe zone. Maybe you'll be able to see MDR fighter.
That'll be blue or green?
I think as a setting you have, you can change the color.
I've only got 2 GPS markers and nothing for antennas. Let me see if I have an antenna I can turn on.
Your miner should have one. And then you can also change the broadcast radius on it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing one for the miner. Underneath groups, I got cockpit connector drill. Well, I can search for it, can't I?
I mean, if you change the name of it to, like, let's say I had this one set for change the name to fighter. You have to probably like look for miner, or look for the picture of the antenna
there it is.
on the left side.
I got it.
Okay.
And it's on. I can
What's
up
the
the
broadcast
radius.
Yeah.
500 meters.
No,
Let's
it's
take
just
it.
us.
all the way up to 50,000 meters. Show ship name. Sure, why not?
There's an LCC-3 freighter. That's ours.
Okay, so I've got the
I
ship.
see the miner.
You see the miner?
Yes, sir. I'm coming to you. You were 27 kilometers away.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
27.9?
Yeah, 26.30.
Oh, hold it. Well, the one I was looking at still says 27, so that wasn't it.
Concordia is 5.40 from me right now.
Okay, it's 20 from me because I passed the moon.
Whose freighter that is?
I'm building up speed, so I should be coming towards you pretty fast now. If you're in the group I think you're in.
I'm not heading directly to you, so I'm actually aiming underneath you.
The group I think you're in is running at 20.6, getting ready to turn to 19.
Yeah, you are 19.40, 19 kilometers.
Yeah, and everything just started jumping around. 8 or 17.75. Man, it's actually moving pretty quick. So that means I flew right past it and never saw it. Why would I not see it?
I have the bubble set for as big as possible.
I know.
You might want to go check out what that freighter is real quick before we head back.
What freighter?
It's in an MDR, so that's Mandalore Resistance. There's a freighter signal I'm reading. It's 15 kilometers away.
I'm reading it as 10 from me. Is it green?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sounds like
9.
a freighter, huh?
8.9.
You have landing gears, right?
No.
Okay, I do. What I could do is land on you, have you turn your inertia dampeners on, and then I can just haul you around. Or you can just follow me, whichever you prefer. You're 4 kilometers away.
Yeah, me too.
Open fire.
We're coming to it from 2 different directions, and I still don't see you. Turning on dampers. It's going to take me a kilometer or 2 to slow down. Oh, I'm getting fast. Going fast.
There you are.
Rocinante flip. It works. And I'm dead in the water.
You're dead in the water.
As in I stopped, because there you go. No, I couldn't actually see you. So I see the Earth-like planet, the alien planet, the sun, and the moon. I still don't see the safe zone.
Alright.
Unless it looks just like a planet from here.
You got the sun to your left.
Yeah.
And you want to just fly, like, it's right up this way.
Does it look like it might be a planet from this distance?
From this spot, it looks like it's on the planet, yes. I mean, on the moon.
Oh, does it?
It looks like it's on the moon.
I was giving the moon a wide berth, because that's why I asked about gravity on the moon.
It looks like it, but it's not. That's just on the other side.
Oh shit, I'm going too fast. Oh man, that was close.
Damn, that was close.
Flipping.
I want to go check out this freighter.
Okay, that's fine.
I wonder if that's
Okay, I don't know where.
I wonder if that's camp, because he says he has 10 ships somewhere, and it looks like he has it on the moon.
Alright, I'm going a bit slower. How fast are you going?
I just started moving. Yeah, I'm stopping. Hit 0.
Okay, 40, 39, flip. That's good timing when you got something visual to go off of, because you don't shoot past by very far.
Right.
Okay, now, where are you going?
Since I think that's Cam, I'm not going to bother with it. We'll just go to the safe zone.
I don't know where you're looking.
Go away.
Where were you looking?
Safe, like the signal?
Yeah. Unknown. Is it say unknown signal?
It says 5 mixed signals, and then the 2 that I see is SPCG beacon and MDR-LCC +3 freighter.
Okay.
I wonder if that's the station he's buying the ships from.
Could be. I didn't know he was buying the ships. I thought he was making them.
No, he says about like he's not good at building, but he's been doing contracts to earn money and buying stuff. Away.
I don't know which way you're pointing. I'm just following at an oblique angle. Did you just go behind the moon?
Not yet. I'm heading towards the moon, roughly. Yeah.
Okay, so you're heading towards the moon. It looked like your signal went behind the edge of the moon the way you approached it.
Well, damn. If I heard it going around the moon, I'm pretty fast.
Well,
there is a way.
A few hundred meters from me, like 800 meters from
how. But there is a way. I think you have to be the server owner. There is a way for you to change what's the max speed limit. So instead of going 100 meters per second, we can go like 1,000 if we wanted. I wouldn't want to, but
no, we already have enough trouble with me shooting past you with only a hair between us.
I didn't think you were coming that direct. I was like, oh shit.
No, I was.
All it takes is a good lag for you to, instead of slowing down at the right time, to crash into me.
Right, I know.
That's why I like to go off to the side or below my target.
Well, that's what I was doing right beside you, but I didn't realize how accurate I was.
What is that unlocking one?
I don't know, but I'm looking for your signal.
It's another. It's a base. It says TFSL beacon.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh wow.
Now it's not even telling me your name when I point what I think is you.
Ooh, that's a cool looking station.
Can you look up at me and tell me how far I am from you?
Yeah. 3.23 kilometers.
I am not looking at you. Am I getting further away or closer?
3.17.
3.
I'm stationary.
Yeah, I know you're stationary. I just can't see that because the color, it looks like 15 to me. 3.16, 2 friendly signals.
Yipper.
My inertial dampers are on, and I'm going just to the side of what I think is you.
Yeah, you are getting closer.
3/4 speed.
1.90.
Yep. Inertial dampers are slowing
From
me
here,
down.
I can see that station. It looks kind of nice. I mean, not rendering the greatest, but
Right. I should pull up right beside you here shortly. See, right at the 1 click mark, you want to let your inertial dampers start messing for you?
away.
I mean, really?
Okay, I'll stop.
Where are you going?
Home.
I have yet to see home. Oh crap, I'm going around you.
I think it's because I have the GPS coordinate.
It's gotta be.
Yep. Because I don't have any antennas built on it yet.
Yeah. Trying to match speed with you, but you keep like shooting past me one way and shoot. Oh no, I was aiming right at you and you stopped. Okay. All right, we're good.
We want to go
further
50?
away. Well, if you want to go 100 meters per second, we can do that. Just well, if you stop, I need to know. And now it looks like you're about to go around the edge of the moon.
The problem with inertia dampers at this point is we do have to lose gravity to a point. I mean, it's not much, but it will change the course.
Why is this telling me about the welder?
It's telling me about the Gallon guns, because that's your selected weapon.
There it is. Now, how did I not get a big blue circle the first time? Because this is my second time passing the moon, and I did not see a big blue circle.
I don't
thank you very much. That was a nice City of a Thousand Planets reference. I like that.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was referring to.
Well, what did you think you were referring to?
Elite Dangerous.
Don't even know it.
It's a space game. That Atlas, huh?
I was almost about to ask you
Oh,
what
that's
huge
Uncle
ship
Jesse.
I was looking at, and I was actually looking at my horizon marker.
That's Uncle Jesse's ship, okay. Well, hopefully his shit locked, because someone likes to be a fuck.
Okay, the one on the left or right is the base? The one on the right.
Below me.
Yeah, okay, like I can tell which way you're oriented. I see it. I can recognize it.
Yeah. Need to build one landing pad or just move stuff around. I mean, I've been trying to put all my stuff on the one landing pad.
I tend to come in nice and slow at about 10 kilometers per second, and then cut back to what I think is about 5. Then I start orienting myself.
Landed.
But are you on the connector? Be careful with that thing.
Why? Because I already damaged it?
Did you?
Yeah, look, I broke the, which one was it?
Oh, the
grinder off.
grinder off, yeah. Oh, crap. I hit the wrong one.
And a spotlight.
Yeah, but that was an accident, right?
It's all because someone took my ship out of the bubble. That's alright, it's an easy fix.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Man, that ship's landed.
Yeah, good thing for inertial dampers, huh?
Right? You're welcome to color your ship however you wish.
I like the blue and yellow. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, okay. Alright, so where's the top of you? Okay. You're gonna want to go down.
I know.
I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah, I'm watching from the outside. Trying to get my best angle.
Alright, so circle. Alright, about there.
Check my orientation. Right.
That's the circle. A little more. Get in there. Right. Just press circle now this one, I think. You're real close.
Okay, let's get closer. That should have been. Oh, hell, look at that. My perspective was off a little
There
bit.
you go.
I did not know it bumps and straightens up as when you got close enough. That was cool. Okay, so now if you look at my inventory, you'll notice it's not being depleted.
I see that.
So I came over here to look around the underneath, and I traced this here, says it's all hooked up all the way back. And then I got in here, believe it or not, I was able to follow this back to another. This goes over and around to a connector hub, and then here's a connector hub, and then there's a connector hub. Because the
Yeah,
other
why
one does
do
the
I
same
have that?
thing. Yeah, instead of coming straight in, you go up.
Oh,
There's no connector
weird.
hub there. That's why
Hold up.
the connector hub's supposed to be here.
Oh shit. Alright, let's see here.
Did you really just take all that down yourself?
Alright, I'll put that
I don't
there.
have supplies.
Now I need. Yes, that's the right one. Oops, I ground it down.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I have no parts in my inventory, so.
No, you good. I got it from just removing those two. Alright, now go
Okay.
check your ship.
Well, you got up here fast.
11.2.
Um, here we
Can I
go.
boot
You
up
can check it
somewhere
with
else?
that. Nope.
Let's continue following pipe.
Okay. Connector still has stone in it. I've still got everything in here. It's not dropping.
Why do I keep moving? Maybe I have it piped up to stuff that it can't pass through, like like rock. I don't think it can pass through hydrogen tank. But what's the middle? There's that conveyor, which leads up to an air vent. I probably just built this under area wrong.
Oh, I just dive off the inside. Okay, so are you up in there looking at your connectors yet?
Yeah, I'm down below.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
So,
Okay, so did you put that other hub back?
yeah, that should be all
Not
properly
just the
piped
one
up.
hub, both of them. I think I know why they're both there.
Oh, I see. The conveyor thing.
Yeah, the conveyor hub. Sorry,
No, you're good.
I can't even figure out where we were now. Okay, I'm on the wrong side. That's why. Okay. How do I keep getting lost?
There. New hub is
I
down.
see you. Okay. Now, we got that. We got both conveyor hubs in there again.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now this conveyor hub hooks up to that conveyor. It looks like.
I bet you what I did was I connected it to. I just like. I think I probably. Whenever I was building this, I just assumed the system would help itself out. I probably like wired like for let's say stone's not gonna pass through the hydrogen tank. Probably. I just like, oh, everything's wired up, blah blah blah. I probably just wired the system wrong. So I'm probably gonna go into admin control, remove the batteries. That way we can. I mean, I'll place temporary batteries.
Okay, so
I don't want to cheat per se, but I fucked up the
all
system.
we
I
have to
didn't
do
realize
is
it.
trace it. So I can see from above these stairs where that conveyor goes into that hub. I know there's a hub right behind it or right below it. Not quite sure why, but this hub goes to the main base in a conveyor system that it's all hooked
Uncle
up.
Jesse was like, man, do you think you have enough batteries? I was like, shut up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was just being funny. Alright, that's an oxygen tank. Again, the stone's not going to pass through an oxygen tank. I was just trying to compress everything so I didn't have to make,
You were probably thinking about having your engines run, because I noticed that there are engines, it looks like, on this thing. And spots where engines could go. But if I come in here,
I probably and build this fucking thing on.
Okay,
That's
so
my
that's
fault.
that connector, but what does this hub go to? Nothing. It could only be for an...
Okay, I got the resources. Let's grind down some of these
comes
batteries.
over to here, and that goes on over to here. Man, I wish I could fit in the spaces right along these connectors so I could trace them.
Yeah, right?
Bad enough I find my way down into places. Yeah, that's feeding those engines there. That's why it's there. Okay. So,
Right now I'm removing batteries.
are you?
I'm not using Atmo, I'm grinding them down. Guarantee I just wired things up to stuff that stuff can't pass through.
You want me to tell
So
you
we're
when it
probably gonna
starts
have to
going
make.
through?
So we're probably gonna have to make this under area a little bit bigger.
A little bit tidier.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, let's see
That is
here. It's still not
wired
moving.
shit.
I'll know as soon as that connector starts moving. But yeah, nothing's moving yet.
Alright, so that's a carbon container. An oxygen tank connected to it.
I know how you could have avoided this whole problem. Instead of taking over someone else's station, you build your own mobile station. Yeah, that's it, yeah.
It wasn't my idea, but I stayed here.
Whose idea was
I
it?
could delete the station and save zone. Alright.
No, because then you have to build another one.
I removed an oxygen tank and put down 2 conveyor tubes, which leads to a large industrial cargo container.
And it's not moving anything. Is that container full?
It says 14.45 out of 84,375,000.
Oh, that's an industrial container.
Yeah.
No, it's still not moving. And that one's not full, so something's going on. Oh, look. The dweeb is mowing his lawn. Or paying someone to do it. You still there?
Yeah.
Alright. I stepped outside for a quick break and I didn't realize that people were mowing, so otherwise I'm pretty careful about all the noise. Doesn't look like it's moving yet.
Connector landing pad 1.
So that guy that took your ship, he invited me into his world. That's where that huge ice lake he was talking about is, by the way. Not in this one, but in his own, on his own PlayStation.
Yeah.
But here's what he didn't do. He didn't tell me where to spawn in. So I had to, either be on a drop pod or be in space.
Right.
A space pod is like a tiny ship.
Yes.
That you can start building onto if you want. And I was like, oh, that's a lot better than a planetary pod, damn it. It's only a little square. But I played in that for a second, and he never spoke again. He got completely, his mic went dead, and he quit talking. So I was like, okay, that's enough of that, and I got out of his world and back into mine. But I wanted to see, I thought he had a way for me to be at his base so I could see what he was talking about, because he kept asking me for advice.
Hey, I'm going to change some settings in  disconnectors. Let me know if that does anything.
Let's see if I can see.
Okay.
I'm looking through a window right now. Nothing
You
seems to
can
be
see the-
changing.
Okay, I just changed it.
Still not changing.
I had it used. Is this block triggered by the parking signal? And I turned off setting used for parking. Nope, still 11.2. Hey.
Nope, still not changing.
Maybe it's because the refinery is not wired properly.
If the refinery's not hooked up properly, yeah, because it would take all the stone.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely wired it so. But I'm glad I figured this out now before I hit it.
Even further?
Right.
Still nothing's
I
moving.
plan on building around it. Well, I went into the station so I can refuel my energy.
Oh yeah, I forgot to check energy, didn't I? I'm looking at this one screen, the inventory screen, this whole time. But you're moving around and I'm not, so I'm thinking that my energy should be fine for a minute.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
This douchebag pays people to do his lawn, which is okay, except for he had someone offer to do his lawn for a hell of a lot cheaper, and he said no. That's when he first moved in, and he mowed it a few times by himself, saw how much work it was, and started hiring someone else to do it. Or they owe him money.
That's like my dad. I had, my mom was like, hey, so, because Michael, I have one slot left on my phone bill.
Energy
Hey,
low.
Michael, you get just added onto Michael's phone plan. You're gonna save just like 20 or 30 bucks. And he said no.
Oh, really?
I'm like, why? Who the hell doesn't want to save a few bucks in a month?
I'm on my mom and sister's family plan. I just make payments to them. Okay.
Like, he would only pay me $40, I think. But, okay.
I get in my cockpit for a second because I can monitor from there. Ah, thank goodness.
See.
And I don't worry about energy because, you know, it's nuclear. Let's see, locked, that's on. Recharge, let's turn off whatever that was. Oh yeah, my thrusters, so we just shut that off. Let's go in there and shut off my spotlight. I hate that we only have 4 spots we can fill with controls. We only have 4 spots we can fill with controls.
On the landing pad?
In any control seat.
Oh. Yeah, I know.
And on PC they got bar after bar after bar.
Well, I think that kid yesterday.
I just lagged.
Tommy boy.
Yeah, it just lagged me out. I don't know why.
Well, he said he was playing on his keyboard yesterday.
Yeah, you can hook a keyboard up to a PlayStation, but you still can't get the controls of a keyboard unless you're also willing to use the full keyboard mouse setup. I've got this game on my PC, on my laptop, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the second I plug a controller in, all the keyboard controls go away. It says it's going to attempt to reconnect in 3 seconds.
At that
Reconnection in progress, joining world. Let's see if it actually has me in that cockpit or if I died.
No, you'll be in there.
But before I could turn off the spotlight, it lost connection because the spotlight didn't turn off. And then I saw the message, so I don't know how far before that it lagged.
Oh.
But I was red on
looks
energy.
Like you're inside.
Okay. Oh, you can see me?
Yeah, I can see your name and whatnot.
Okay.
All right.
That would have sucked, wouldn't it?
I mean, maybe.
How did you get it to where I spawned right on your base? When I entered your game, I was automatically in your base.
Did you spawn in a medical room?
I spawned right there with you when you said this is your cryopod.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know how you did
You're
that
just
either.
there.
Because I didn't have to. You didn't have to come get me. I didn't have to search for you or anything. I was just there from the very beginning. And in everybody else's game, I have to. Remember when I kept asking if I had to do a space station or a pod, or you on a planet or not? You know. But when you told me which one to choose, I chose it, and I was right there.
Oh, because you would join my faction.
Okay, gotcha.
I set the med bay or survival kit, whatever it was at the time, to share with my faction.
Okay.
Okay, so now I have it wired up. Instead of connecting to that oxygen tank, I have it connected to another, not oxygen, hydrogen tank. I have it connected to another cargo container as well.
Okay.
Let's remove some more batteries.
Sorry about your batteries, man.
It's good. Ouch.
I'm in the
Only
cockpit.
thing that'll be missing is the power cell. So that's easy. It's fine.
And still nothing has moved out.
I mean, I could try putting that sorter, but I don't want to
Hold on a minute.
make it so it like somebody like let's say we just wanted to park.
Hold on,
Like,
ice
hey,
is
hey,
disappearing. Ice is moving.
I mean, I don't want your
Oh, that's
ice
my
disappearing.
O2 H2 generator. Okay. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
slowly using the ice. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's the point. I don't want to put a sorter down because I want you guys to be able to dock here and restock your ship, not the station take all your shit. But I'm like, I don't know if I want to use a sorter or not.
Right now, I don't care if the station takes all the shit. If I don't want the
Would you
station to
care
have
if
it,
you
I'll just put it
leave?
in my cockpit seat.
Oh, okay. I was just say you don't want to leave, and well, the cockpit shit can only hold so much, but you don't want to leave and then like, oh shit, there's no oxygen on my ship. The station took my ice.
Right. Well, I don't think it should be able to empty the generator, but it should be able to empty the cargo.
That's true.
And I guess the generator's hooked up to the cargo.
Let's see here. So all three cargoes are connected by the conveyor pipe. That one leads over out. Outside should be okay. This one is connected to the hydrogen
I can.
tanks.
Does it matter that I can only see what's connected to my ship? Like I can't see anything on the base, on when I'm looking at
what
this.
is it? R3. I think you have it set to where you're looking at
Active
just...
filter, ship or station, all inventories.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Like sometimes it shows it all, sometimes it doesn't. Active filter, ship or station, all inventories.
And I'm only seeing my ship, the mining ship. So something's not connected yet.
Let's see, this one's ship or station energy inventories. This one, ship or station current ship. This one is storage inventories. The player is invited you to a party. This one's system inventories. I'm just going to leave on all.
If I look at all ship or station inventories, yeah. I got the left side set to my guy and the right side set to that, and I'm not seeing any of that other stuff. And I can't do anything with production, which means somehow I'm not hooked up. And the control panel is actually only showing stuff on this ship. So there. Now we know that.
Alright, so there's that. Jesse was just like, "Oh my God, how many? You have a lot of batteries." And I was like, "Shush."
But you need them all. Are they all charged?
They were. Well, I'm
Sorry.
assuming they all show. They keep flickering between 3 and 4 because I don't have a lot of solar panels compared to the batteries.
Right.
But they were all like pretty much fully charged.
Okay, I'm out of the cockpit. Yep, it never shut off with the spotlight. Damn it. Okay, let's go to control panel and shut off that spotlight. It's a
I might
dead
just.
giveaway.
I don't want to, but I think I'm just gonna grind everything.
Wow, why is it not shutting off the spotlight?
Alright, so back here in the back, what is this block again? That's my reactor. Where is it, the reactor? Yeah.
Toggle
reactor.
on and off, and it's not toggling it.
Where
Oh,
did I bury
duh.
my refinery?
I gotta hit X first. How about that? Spotlight's off.
Modules.
Sometimes the simple things just confuse the hell out of me. It looks like I got something on the bottom of my ship. It might be some kind. Oh, that's where my antenna is. All right, found the antenna, and it's not even damaged. How about that?
Power efficiency. Module.
Wow, really?
What happened?
I shut off my jetpack, and I ended up dropping all the way down to the tubes, the conveyor tubes, and it confused the hell out of me for a minute. Okay, so that's going up into that conveyor block, and that's going into this conveyor block, which I don't know what this conveyor block's here for. The one behind it, I think, is hooked up to some stuff. Where does things come out of this conveyor block? Up there? Such a steel. Aha! And that's taking it out of that block. It looks like, from what I can see, yes, it is. But that's going to your. Are those solar panels? I can't be that close to those. I was going to say, I can't be that close to solar panels. That's your side feeding into that. But I swear when I looked in there, I thought I saw another one coming out. There is. And it leads up to the same panels.
Yeah, that's connected.
But I can't see it from this side. Let's go into this little nook and cranny and see. That goes to there. And that goes all the way to the end. I know that because it's got a catwalk on it. Okay, so if that goes all the way over to here.
Oh, I'm at 2 energy.
Yeah, don't die. So that goes all the way to this conveyor, which breaks up into 2 other ones. Those go to hydrogen tanks, but the one doesn't. Okay, I'm underneath tracing this conveyor block. The part that's troubling is if they're hooked up to anything, they say they're hooked up. Oh, you can't walk upside down, can you? But you can jetpack upside down. So that comes back to here, and that feeds into 2 hydrogen tanks and continues straight on. Let's get my perspective aligned. And what is this big machine here? A large industrial cargo container. Do what?
I didn't know if you knew. For some reason I was dumb. I was gonna say, if you take your grinder or welder out, you can see it.
Yeah, and that goes to a warfare battery there. And on this side, we have us an O2H2 generator. And that's connected to another large cargo container.
Yeah, I think there's 3 on the station, or 4.
1, 2, 3 all on this one side. There's another one. I wonder what's all the banging.
Me.
Okay, and that's
grinding
warfare
away
batteries. And this goes to more conveyors on this side to your hydrogen tanks and stops. This right here is the problem.
Where?
Where I'm at. From what I can trace, this is the end point of the conveyor system emptying out everything. Where'd you go?
Here, I'm right by you.
Okay. So if you were to take and connect that over to this conveyor system, which goes around, that should hook us up to that conveyor system. But where does... I don't see where it feeds into your factory or your refinery. Because I can't see the refinery.
It's in the back of this big cluster.
Which big cluster? I still don't even see where you are.
I'll take you over to that. Right in front of you.
Okay. So...
Alright. Over here, where all these weird things are.
Yeah.
Right up in here is one of the industrial refineries.
Okay. So if this conveyor system goes and ends there, you hook into this one, and then you hook that into this one, and it should feed straight into here. Conveyor block to conveyor blocks. You have to use a couple turns to do each one of them. I accidentally shut off my thrusters. So this conveyor block to that conveyor block there. I can't set it down because I've got nothing in my inventory, but...
Alright, let's see here.
Are you in creative, by the way?
Oh. No.
So you just have all these in your inventory? All the interior stuff that you need?
Yeah, I was grinding down the batteries, remember?
Okay, I'm just asking. You didn't turn, so are you going to put another block right there?
Yeah, I'm going to have to grind that one down. I was like, oh. But yeah. I am
Yes.
creative.
Do what? I
You
was just
said
asking.
creative.
Okay, so that goes there. So when you're done with that, here's your next position.
You need 2 motors. Okay. Let me go get some. I like to hop into my cryopod to do the production. What
Yes.
motors? Make 3,000.
3,000?
Bro, I make thousands of everything.
You sure you don't have them in your industrial cargo?
I was just thinking, I was like, well, wait a minute.
That would be funny, wouldn't it? But that happens to me. I'll grind stuff down, and I'll forget I've got the parts in my large cargo container, which wasn't hooked up to my system, so it couldn't feed me anything out of them. I just hooked it up to my system, and that way I could grab out of that too when I tell it to give me all the parts I need. So now the only problem I have is my own inventory. It'll get full and tell me it can't move that stuff, and I'll think it doesn't have it. I'm like, no, go weld, come back and try it again before you start telling it to produce it.
Hold up.
That, and I built a ship, built a second ship, and ground down the first ship, and I didn't use all the parts, so those parts are hanging out.
Where's all those resources?
Oh, what resources?
Got a whole bunch of gravel, nickel, blah blah blah.
They should be in your refinery or your cargo.
I had some in a cargo container.
Are they gone?
Yeah.
Every time you make a reactor, you do use gravel for that.
up. What the fuck?
These?
2,109 in this large cargo container.
Of what? Wheels?
No, motors. It's in this very first one.
Yeah, there's a plushie, 2 plushies in this one.
Yeah, I seen that. I was like, where did we get the plushies from?
Someone bought them, and they got taken out of their vehicle. That's what I'm
Maybe they were
imagining.
just like, whoops, I didn't need that.
Could be. Holy crap! That's a lot of stuff. Okay, so you still searching for what you needed?
No, I got it. I'm trying to build something right here.
One project at a time, my friend.
Alright, where were we at? Oh, I have these tubes.
Okay, so you got those done.
Okay, so those are piped up.
So now, if you take it from this position and hook it into either one of these other 2 over here, then that should feed your industrial area instead of just your tanks.
Oh. Weird. Yeah, if I was in creative mode building, it would place the complete block, not frames.
Okay, I did not know that. Too far out.
Okay.
One, you gotta get rid of
Where
one.
are we trying to connect that?
Trying to connect like right over here.
Okay. Hope you're still in the block. Back up, good sir.
Sorry.
There you go.
Okay, you can do it that way. One more turn and you're done. Well, and then you get to fill them all in, but I'm going back to the ship to let you know the minute it starts unloading. Because if that doesn't do it, something's wrong.
Now I need to fly over here, grab some material, please. I might just grab all these components just so I'll fit. Oop, didn't want to grab the nickel. Weld this up now.
I jumped in my cockpit so I could look at the inventories.
2 more, 1 more. Alright, how's that?
The hell? It's still not moving. Did I get confused on which line did what?
Oh, you're fine. Let's see here.
My connector still has its mass. My medium cargo container still has its mass. And none of them seem to have changed.
Let's give this a shot. How about that?
Nope. It's still not emptying.
Alright, I don't want to do this, but let's put down a order, I guess. God damn, I keep passing it.
What are you putting down?
A conveyor sorter. Conveyor sorters can be configured to only pass specific items through. Oh. Sorters can be used to filter out unwanted materials or to collect specific items in a container. Never mind, I don't want to put this order.
Oh, yeah, it's where people are using conveyor sort systems. I remember seeing that. Yield module.
Let's just follow the pipe, I guess.
Well, now we hooked that up to there, and that's hooked up to there, and that's hooked up to that, and it goes that way, so it goes 2 different directions. Comes over to here, and here's, now you see, even if something was clogged up and couldn't be used. It should still have connected to here. So it can't be just the pads because there's more than one pad not working.
Which connects to my assembler. Where did I say? Right here. Here's my industrial refinery.
Just from there up and over to that one.
Oops, okay, more than I wanted. My controller keeps making me move.
I've never gotten that close to it before. And this one, hang on.
Yeah, that's connected.
Where does that go? That goes to that main one there, but is it grabbing out of the one that's being filled up? I'm confused as to the purpose of one of these connectors here. That's connected to there from two different pads, and something's connecting it to the main one, which is on this walkway.
Yeah, I even have a normal ass refinery right here underneath the landing pads.
Yeah. And that goes straight to that, which admittedly goes to the hydrogen tanks, but also goes off to the side to lots of connectors and stuff. What's this? Let's look at inventories that are connected. Yes. Industrial assemblers connected at this point. Refinery 2. Reactors. Okay, if it's connected at this point, I don't need to look at anything beyond that. That's that big one.
Come to your ship.
Is it emptying now?
No, I need you to.
Okay, I'll go over to the ship.
I don't know if it's because it's yours or not. Look at the the control panel for your connector. There's a thing called trading mode. It's set for off, but it's also grayed out. I can't do anything.
Okay, so what trading mode does is, and it straight says it. Let me look at the connector and I'll tell you. Oh, where's the connector at? It's not there, not there. Should have been like right where I popped into since I'm looking at it. Yeah, connector, it is. Okay, so it says override. Trading mode is grayed out because collect all is off. Override power transfer. Allow power transfer while current grid is powered off. That didn't do it. I didn't change that. Share block with my faction. Owners like.
Well, I should be able to mess with it.
Okay, so trading mode in my world says that it doesn't allow it to go through if it's on. Certain things can't be done because you're trading. Collect all is off. Throw out is off. Oh, look at the bottom one and tell me if. No, but that's the one when I said to collect all, it collected a bunch of stuff from inside the conveyor system, right?
Oh, look at the bottom one. My bad. Okay, let's see.
I can't.
Settings. Alright, if you come over to like my side, there's a gap just between your connector and that connector.
I'm in.
You should be able to. Okay.
Okay, so the control panel for that. Wow, it doesn't start me right there. There we go, connector. It says show block in terminal, show block in inventory screen, no and no. Switch that to yes. Throw out, and trading mode's grayed out on that one too, but it's set to off on collect all. Override power transfer, no. Lock unlock, don't use for parking.
Let's see what Google says.
Is that the one? If I switch it to collect all, you tell me what happens with it?
Let me ask Google. Okay.
So, because I'm thinking if the top's set to throw out and the bottom's set to collect all, that they'll throw it from one to the other.
Why won't things pass through my connectors in Space Engineers PS4?
These came back from a search.
Connectors could be set to only transfer power or the system is plugged up somewhere. Let me click on in more detail here. Alright, my system goes large ship storage container, ship connector, base connector, verify, blah, blah, blah. Check two things, connector status and cargo capacity, which station is not full.
Go for connector status.
The connector could be set to only transfer power, or the system is plugged up or up somewhere, especially if the ingots are sitting in the refinery. The throw out option ejects its content into space, basically turning into an ejector. I'd imagine that this does not work as long as it is connected to another connector. Did not test. What you want is something in the base that actively pulls the resources out of your ship. The refinery technically does this, but only when it has room after processing whatever it is filling at the moment. It will also likely prefer to draw from other storages on the base first if they're... Let me just ask you a different question here.
Oh, I can
How do
only
I get my space station to take inventory out of my ship in Space Engineers PS4? What were we saying, Johnny?
Well, I should be able to see your
Here are some
industrial
results from a search.
refinery under production, but I
According to
cannot.
Wikipedia, Space Engineers is a voxel-based sandbox game developed.
Yeah, I know what Space Engineers is, you fucking idiot.
Did you hear what I was saying?
What'd you say?
I see two industrial assemblers that I can choose from for production, but not your refinery to tell it to, because it doesn't have the command to tell it to refine the ores. It's supposed to automatically do it. Gotcha. But I can see two assemblers, two industrial assemblers, and that's it when I look under blueprints and stuff. You know, all the things you can produce.
Yeah.
So, stored materials, it says it's available as almost zero on everything, but that's because the refinery doesn't provide it until the assembler needs it and draws. So, I've experienced that. Let's see here. Lights, spotlights, gravity generators, artificial masses, triangles, grid mass, physical shapes, blocks, armor blocks, PCU, conveyors, 312. Damn. So that's under production. Under control panel, I can see your industrial refineries. So they look normal, and they're both set to use the conveyor system.
Hi, baby. Did you not nap any good? Why not? Oh.
Cargo containers, you don't have to set them to use. Okay, there is another trick. Sure.
All right, I'm gonna group chat.
Yeah. How can I help you?
Now that's interesting as all hell.
Get back there. How do I get my station in Space Engineers to empty my ship?
According to Steam Community, 1. Find a place to put a connector on your mining ship. One that leaves access to at least one of the small ports to the side of the connectors. 2. Place the connector, and then put small conveyor tubes from your connector's small port to all of your drills.
Yeah, well, I already did that.
I'm thinking about we'll just gut the whole system. We will lay out pipes and connector junctions so that we can have alright, we'll have like one layer of connector ports, pipes, blah blah blah. Above that's the actual station, and below that we'll port refineries, assemblers, cargo containers. I don't know. Bless you. Bless you.
Okay, so
I don't necessarily want to have to rework it again, but I mean,
I'm looking at your piping, and I
it
see where
looks
it
fine.
joins the main one, but that's an elbow going to the catwalk. That's an elbow. Hang on a minute. Damn it, now I can't see it now. Okay, that's an elbow there.
Energy low.
Oh, come on. I just jumped out of that damn thing.
I was gonna say, I just had that.
Alright, let me get back in the cockpit for a second. Well, I looked at the connector for a long time. I'm wondering if it's a simple logic error right here at the pad, since we made sure that we doubled the connections between the different conveyor belt systems.
Yeah, 'cause I'm like pretty fucking sure this is good.
Okay, so I'm looking underneath the pad to my ship, and I see the conveyor system that goes to this what do you call it, hub, and that feeds into the refinery, which is underneath there, and I don't know, why can't I access that refinery? It just looks like a regular, oh, there's a control panel, so let me look at that. That's a refinery that, why is it showing up in gray? Because it's hidden. Okay, now I'm showing block. It just says refinery, not an industrial refinery, just that it was a refinery. There it is. Alright, let's get out of that control panel and see here. That refinery goes into there and feeds, looks like those conveyors there. If I can get over there, yes I can. And straight back to here. Okay, this side is where they terminate. Oh! It goes into that refinery and terminates there. How come I couldn't see this angle before? Hey, Michael?
Yes?
I'm looking at what looks like two inputs to one, what do you call those? The square modules that intersect. One output to a refinery.
Where are you at?
I'm underneath the bay. And then if I follow the refinery, I know it's only got one output, and it comes straight down to here. I don't know what these doors are because they don't light up for me. All the way out to here and terminates. Those are all refineries?
Yeah, that's
and do the refineries
so
wrap
these little
back
door
here?
things?
Yeah.
This is where you would connect speed modules, yield modules, power modules.
Okay, so you have none of that on those. But it's right underneath your engine, so, you know, I didn't notice it before.
Right.
But they come back. It looked like they wrapped down and came back, but they don't really. Because that's where I saw it first.
The refinery should be all hooked up.
Right. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that refineries are one-way flow, right?
Are they?
Yeah. I see them going and going and going, and then...
How do you know? What?
because I always hook up my assembler to one side of the refinery and it stops there, and it never puts things in the assembler. The assembler pulls from it. I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm absolutely right, but I'm saying here that what looks like a double row of refineries isn't. They make one chain and then they seem to stop right over here.
I mean,
That's
we
just
could
something I can't
remove this
stop.
refinery because this was the original.
There's a whole row of refineries. That's what I'm saying. Like, it looks to me like there's a whole chain of refineries here.
Like
Oops.
that?
Am I in
That
your
whole
way?
thing? Oh, wait a minute, let me weld it back up so I can get the iron out of there.
Oh, hello, that just changed. Okay. Are refineries 2 blocks high?
Yeah.
Well, what's this little reinforcement in between them then if that's not 2 separate refineries? That could be just one row of the same refineries.
Yeah, it's the same refinery.
Okay. So it's one
It's
row of
just
refineries that just stop over here?
Yeah, because Shut the fuck up, PlayStation. I left that port open for whenever I extend the landing pad.
There's nothing in these refineries, though.
Well, not now. I just took the iron ingots out of there. But I was gonna lead pipes over this way and connect.